Hello everybody, this is Mr. Limba. Welcome to the Mr. Limba channel. And all my brothers, welcome to the Brotherhood. This is a silent classic edition. Kind of pretty much the first way I started. Um, I wanted this to sink in. This knowledge that I'm going to drop today. This knowledge that is called Single Wives Part 2, which is the spin-off Single Wives Part 1, where in that video I describe some of the physical behavioral patterns of these single wife mentality women, so you can avoid them and avoid making them a wife before it's too late for you. Okay? In this video, I'm going more in depth. In this video, I'm going to show you, if you are already married to a single wife, some of the characteristics she will show, some of the things you will have to deal with. I'm also going to talk about those who are in committed relationships that actually mimics married relationships. Let that sink in. I want you to understand, just because you're not married to her doesn't mean you're not in a relationship just as serious as marriage. Now, you all know I encourage marriage, especially in the black community, but you all also know I don't simp. I don't play games, and I'm not about to sugarcoat. I'm gonna teach you which kind of women to leave alone, even if that means 98% of them. See, I want us to wed them, but if they refuse to be in the correct accordance in order to be wedded, in order to be married to, we will leave them single. Because, as this video is about to explain to you, there is no reason whatsoever to marry a woman who is going to be single in her mind and single in her heart. That is a complete contradiction. However, it exists in perfect harmony in our Western civilization. Women want you to be a husband, but they refuse the power of a husband. They want you to be a husband in catering, but they refuse the authority and the leadership of you being a husband. And as that picture above shows you and illustrates clearly, what is going to happen to your life is that you will be bowing to that woman. See, you thought you got on one knee to propose. What you didn't understand is that that was a symbolism that describes your entire life in that relationship. You will be on your knees, begging the queen as she treats you less than a peasant, if you indeed marry a single wife. Single Wives Part 2. Let's look at some of the characteristics that she will give off when you are in a serious, committed relationship with or without children, or married to the single wife or the single-minded woman. Because what a single wife really is a woman who has the mentality of a single woman, but she wants a relationship. So my brothers, you already know I got much love for you, and that's why you're here. Let's get into it. A single wife oftentimes brings divorce, or a single-minded woman oftentimes brings breakups. Actually, it is proven in statistics across the United States of America, even parts of Europe, mostly the Western world, that most breakups and divorces and broken homes are initiated by the woman. The woman initiate division and breakup. Now I know she always plays the victim. So when she plays the victim, we often assume it's the man's fault. We blame the man, as society loves to do. You don't believe me? Well, go in your favorite grocery store, a major chain, or go into your pharmacies, especially those of the USA. Stand in line as you purchase something and look at the magazines, and you will see every major celebrity breakup. And they will tell you, oh, poor this female celebrity. Her story, and how this male celebrity who was married to her ruined her life. Her shocking story. How he caused her to gain weight. After all, I'm sure he shoved the food down her throat. Because in our society, in the Western world, the man is always blamed, even if the woman is the reason the problem started in the first place. If she cheats, it's because you didn't show her enough love. You didn't give her enough attention. If you become an alcoholic, it's because you're an irresponsible father and husband, and you're opening yourself to become violent. Because after all, there is no chance at all she might have drove you to the point of being a drunk. In our society, we must understand that women who are single-minded are basically agents that oppose marriage. They are agents of divorce. They will find a man, they will lure him in and break them. So it is good to be smart when dealing with these women. So she oftentimes brings divorce. That's the first one. She also often initiate breakups. Some of the reason why is because she is selfish. She listens to no man. She doesn't need no man. And you are not about to tell her what to do. After all, her illogical, emotionally based decisions that usually ends up bad are superior to your logical thinking. After all, she's also not in a relationship with you. It's not like she married you or anything. It's not like she took a vow and made a promise to be with you as your wife in submission. No. All she did was find a sucker to pay the bills. Scratch her itch when she's actually in the mood, not when you're in the mood. Protect her when there's danger. And shut the hell up whenever he's unhappy. Because she doesn't want to hear it. Because what she wants, no matter how wrong, how illogical, she will get. After all, she is controlling. Single-minded women are also controlling women. They refuse to be submissive to you, but you must be more than submissive to them. They may bring about something that mimics jealousy. Many times it's not jealousy that a man has. They like to say jealousy because then they get to accuse you with something called insecurity. Let that sink in. They like to accuse you of being insecure. So they say you're jealous. But let's say she brings home chocolate and flowers and poems from another man every day coming from work. You tell her to stop receiving them because she's leading a man on and it is bad behavior and he's only giving her those things for a reason. She says no because she likes chocolate, she likes flowers, and she likes poems. She might even say maybe you should write them also. Don't fall for that trap and start writing them and getting her chocolate and getting her flowers. Because she's only manipulating you. She will not stop either way. She is selfish and she likes to get what she wants all the time. Beware of the single wife. The single wife will embarrass you in public. Let's say you're trying to call her, and let's say you were talking to her, right? And you guys have a disagreement. Not a fight, not a fuss. You just told her, I don't think you should do this. She says, yes, it's a good idea. You say, no, but hold on. I'm trying to explain why it's a bad idea. Let me try and tell you. And she just turns around and walk off as you're still talking. Now, everyone is watching. You're embarrassed. So you're left with two choices. You can either go run after her and chase her down and hope that she listens while looking like an idiot in front of everyone and looking weak in front of her, in front of everyone, and in front of yourself. Or you can stand there furious and embarrassed as she walks away like a boss. That is one example, one quick example. And the reason she's willing to do this in front of everyone is because she doesn't respect you. She doesn't see you as an equal. Nevertheless, you know, her leader, you know, and she doesn't care to tell everyone, oh, men have no brains. You guys heard that before. Or men are stupid. And meanwhile, the husband is standing right there. Yeah. Beware of them single-minded women. They will embarrass you in public because she is selfish. It's all about her. Also, beware of when you work in the same workplace with her. All right. One example could be, let's say you work in a workplace where the employee parking is not close to the actual work building. So every employee must catch a shuttle from the parking to the building. And let's say you also have to catch a shuttle from the building back to the parking when it's time to go home. But you have a lazy, entitled, single-minded woman on your hands. She doesn't like to put up with the extra duress that this shuttle adds to her life. She likes to be dropped off right in front. So it's either she makes your life uncomfortable since your shift doesn't start till 3 or 4 hours after hers and you have to come in early anyway just to drop her off because she refused to take her car and catch the shuttle like everyone else, or she find one of those workplace simps, the guys who are willing to do their job for them and kiss their butts. Now here's the problem, you also work there. So this simp goes to the parking lot every day at that time and he picks her up and drops her in front. He probably brings flowers or her favorite drink so she can be nice and happy and comfortable. Now, this does not mean she will cheat on you. This just means it is not the characteristic that a married woman or a woman in a committed relationship should be emulating. However, she doesn't care how it looks to her relationship, how it looks to her children, how it looks to you. She doesn't care how it looks to the priest. She only cares about what she wants. She knows she's not waiting for the shuttle. So I'm going to get a super simp over there to come over here and do it and give me a ride. Because he's hoping that I'm going to smile at him at the end. And that is the problem some of you simps create for the rest of us men who are trying to fix these issues. But that's another video for another time. So your coworkers are asking you, hey man, what's going on? Your wife been riding with so and so. They probably tease you. But she doesn't care. She wants what she wants. And she's going to continue to do it in your face. She's willing to let men flirt with her sexually, with sexual innuendos in your face, because she is selfish and single-minded. She doesn't care what you think. You are irrelevant. Your emotions and your logic is irrelevant. So to recap real quick on the first story, I started off with saying that you were talking to her and she just walked off. You are now basically left with two choices. So you have two choices. You can run after her like a simp, trying to drag her, trying to get her to listen. Baby, please listen. Baby, please listen. While everybody watch. Or you can stand there in silent, furious and embarrassed as everyone look at you because she just walked away as if you are of no importance because she is not going to listen to what you have to say. And she doesn't care who sees this because at the end of the day, you are an unimportant person in what you think is a relationship. But all it is you as the servant worshiping your goddess queen. She will simp you even if you're not a simp. She will do things that make you resemble a simp. And if you were to challenge her with anger as she walked away from you or as she disregard what you asked her not to do kindly in front of everyone, if you were to get aggressive, raise your tone or take a more aggressive texture with your voice, she may just turn around and cause the loudest and most obnoxious scenery. Because this woman has zero respect for the authority of a husband. She welcomes you as a husband in the sense of welcoming your finances. She welcomes your protection. She welcomes you taking on all the heavy responsibilities. But she does not welcome your authority. She refuses your authority. She refuses your leadership. She refuses to respect you. She refuses to let you discipline the children, which is where we go into our next step, where this woman causes us as a society to lose the future generation. Because when you try to discipline the kids, she is so used to shutting you up and doing things her own way. She doesn't care what punishment you dish out or what type of discipline you are initiating. She overrides it. And she let the children know that she consciously overrides it. Not by mistake, not without knowing, because father is weak and father has no value here. Father does what mommy says. And father always cave in like a hot cake. Sad but true. This single wife that you married, you made a big mistake, brother. This single-minded woman that you married is going to be your downfall, my brother. This single-minded, selfish, do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, regardless of how you think, how you feel, or how you might see it type of woman that you got with, that you married, that you committed to in an exclusive relationship, this kind of woman that you impregnated, this kind of minded woman that you hooked up with will destroy you. You will be walking around 6'8" like LeBron James, and you will weigh 125 pounds. You will start to find out that your daughter in high school weighs more than you, because you're somewhere living in the bathroom of inefficiency. Because you cannot even afford the whole efficiency. Your kitchen sink and your bathroom sink is one of the same. Because she got you on so much child support. She took everything you had. All is left is your truck, and you're sleeping in the back of it in front of your storage unit. Let's hope it don't rain tonight. Because you hooked up with a woman that is so single-minded, she forgot to think about the children. She forgot to think that they need their father too. Stop right there, my brothers. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell icon, like these videos, and share these videos. And I need you to share them because you know I am a small channel. I am a new channel. So the YouTube rankings ain't that high yet. So other brothers need to hear this. As you guys can tell, I didn't even monetize my videos. I'm not saying I won't, but they're not even monetized. I'm doing this for you. So share these so other brothers can get these, even if you don't think they're going through any issues. They need this. Comment, man. Share your experiences. Talk about what's going on. If there's even 10 of you guys watching, May 5, just go ahead and comment. Because we need to interact with each other. Go ahead and learn, man. Most importantly, learn from this. Now, if you got any suggestions, requests, things you want to talk about in private, go ahead and email me in my email address that you see right below the beard there, of my cartoonized picture, at lembaofyah@gmail.com. If you don't mind asking me in public, I'll give you a shout out also. Since you drop it in public, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. With that said, let's get back into it, man. This single-minded woman, my brothers, man. My brothers, black brothers especially, my white brothers too, them Hispanics, Asians, East Indian natives. I don't care, man. If you are a man and you are in these Western systems, you need this, man. You don't want to end up broke, losing everything you have, including your children and your weight. Some of you guys committing suicide, by the way, please don't. Never let that hit you, man. Get all the help you can get. I don't care if you become a deadbeat and don't pay for anything. Do not kill yourself. We're not giving up those satisfactions around here. Stay away from them single-minded women, man. Even if it means never getting married. Because you guys know I advocate getting married out here. You know. And I advocate it so bad that if you can't find a woman here because they're so single-minded, man, leave the country, man. I don't care what you got to do. You know, leave the country. Because we're not tolerating the single-minded crap anymore. We know better, especially those of you guys that's part of this brotherhood here on my channel. And I thank you for your support and for watching, because I want your knowledge out here. I want you guys to spread this knowledge like a virus. Because the more brothers who apply this, the women will eventually have to change. You see, men were not always simps. Men changed because we all were told that if you don't simp, you don't get women. So the simping culture came to rise. That is the same reason why TVs always show simps, and that's how they get the woman. The simps, and the simps this, and the simps that, kissing butt to rude, obnoxious, ungrateful women. Until we became old enough, smart enough, wise enough, we got into our 20s, some of us real early, some of us in our 30s, still real early, some of us in our 40s, and those who are a little later, in their 50s and 60s, who are going through divorces, just went through one, and that are learning not to be kissing butt to women who don't deserve it. Heck, you don't kiss butt to any woman. You treat her with respect, she treats you with it too, and that is the end of it. She's supposed to go ahead and follow you as her leader. Point blank, period. There is no more. And if a woman is single-minded, she cannot allow you to do that because she is of the single mind. She will take your children away. She will disrespect you in public. Man, she will have sex with you when she feels like it. Because she don't care about getting in the mood for you. It's not that anything's wrong with her. Because when you're not in the mood and you're not sick or nothing's wrong with you, you make sure you get in the mood because she is in the mood. Because you don't want to deprive your wife. You understand your sexual duties as a husband. But she does not understand that as a wife. If she's not in the mood, too bad. Tuck it between your legs and take a cold shower. If you prefer, sleep on the cold floor. Maybe then you'll calm down. Go look at pictures of your mama. Maybe that might just take your mind off of sex because she just don't care what you think, what you feel, or what you want. Because she is the single minded wife, the single minded woman. She will go into your bank account, pull out $2,000, go on a shopping spree, buy stuff for her childhood bestie, you know, go take care of her best friend because it's girl power. Girl, he know I need this money to take care of my stuff and me, and he better not say anything. And here you were trying to save up for this new house with a pool in the back and a nice backyard so your children can play. Because as a man, what we do is go about things logically and responsibly, you know. But she wanted to help out her home girl who never has anything because she never could pick a man that is right for her and nonetheless stay with one that is actually good because she is also another single-minded woman. They went out partying with that money. And you can't speak. Heck, they might flirt with men along the way because she does not care about what the hell you think or what you feel. That single-minded wife, that single-minded girlfriend, fiance, or future mother of your child, or current mother of your child, she's going to destroy your life, brother. I don't know how else to put it to you, man. Be aware of them and leave them the hell alone. Between my part one of this subject and my part two of the single wives subject that you're watching right now, there's enough details in here so you can know what to look out for and what will come if you ignore what to look out for, which is pretty much shown in part one. She will always, excuse me, she will always disregard anything that bothers you. Always. She doesn't care what bothers you. If you guys don't believe me, you'll know this. If you ever dated a woman and you tell her something you don't like, but you keep doing it anyway. See, the way I was raised, I believe when you love someone, if you're doing something they don't like, and what you're doing is not a absolute life and death necessity, if you truly love that person, you stop doing it because you wish to be around that person. As long as that person's not being selfish and requesting something selfish. But in her case, it could be something minor. It could be something about like, baby, I don't like when you wear your hair with red weave. I don't like blue extensions. I don't like your nails so long. I don't like that you just cut your hair. I'm not attracted to women with low cut hair. She prefer to turn it into an argument that you're no longer attracted to her because she's ready to always disregard things you don't like. She don't care you don't like it. She insists on displeasing you. You are the annoying maggot of this relationship. And you can't see it, but she keeps spraying you with insecticide, with pesticide, by her verbiage, by how her body language treats you, how she treats you in front of the children and your family and friends and in public, and even in front of your coworkers. But you do not get that loud and clear message. You're trying to make it work with a woman who thinks in her mind that she is still single. Oh man. Brothers, a lot of our women in this society are single-minded. A lot of them. And if it means not marrying not even one of them, do so. And most importantly, don't get them pregnant either. Go watch my early classic video, She Got Pregnant, dot, dot, dot. Don't marry him. Don't get him pregnant, brothers. I'm telling you. This is Mr. Limba. You already know. Keep the brotherhood tight. I'm out.